So La Luna was my favorite short that I've seen in a really long time from a Pixar movie. Can you walk us through the development of how you got the idea, how it started, and how it kind of like took on a life of its own?
Yes, well, the idea kind of comes from my childhood, and now, you know, I grew up with my dad and grandfather in the same house. They didn't get along so well, so I thought that would be a good kind of core and heart to kind of tell the story of a boy that has to find his own way. So I felt a little bit like this boy that's stuck between a dad and a grandfather. And then the other side of it is a little bit, I've always been fascinated with the fantastic and surreal kind of stories and stories about the moon. So I wanted to find my own strange myth about the moon. And so that slowly came to in my mind that maybe they could be the janitors of the moon. And then slowly it turned into exactly what they're doing now without giving too much away, you know. But then I pitched the idea. Usually we pitch 3 ideas at Pixar to John Lasseter, who was the executive producer, and he loved La Luna right away. And a few months later, we were able to, you know, put together a little team. We kind of make these shorts kind of scrappy and lean and mean, and it was so much fun because you kind of do a lot by yourself. Everybody has to kind of pitch in. Great camaraderie, really wonderful, wonderful experience.
Do they give you a time constraint on how long they want the short to be, or do they just allow you to tell the story and then it kind of develops from there?
Yeah, you usually have a rough time because we have a budget. We have a certain amount of money, and we know we can make, you know, this with this money. We stretch it as much as we could, because at first it was 4.5 minutes. We made an almost 7-minute short, so we maxed it as much as possible. The short really needed to breathe, I thought, so we fought a few battles to make it a little longer.
That's awesome. And lastly, what was it like working with John Lasseter? He seems to just be, everything he touches seems to kind of be golden.
Oh, he's wonderful. He's so great with wonderful little details, you know. One wonderful story behind that is the broom, the beard for Grandpa that needed to look like his broom. It's specifically a memory that he has of being a sweeper at Disneyland, and he told me how much it needed to be curved because that's how he would get beat up, and everyone would be very jealous of their own broom that was beat up the right way, because that would turn into a hook to then sweep and flick cigarette butts at the time. And so we use that specific detail that he gave us in a wonderful way, because then Grandpa is very precise in his own little gesture of flicking stars, and it fit with this idea of a traditional, older way of doing things that is precise, opposed to Papa's that was maybe more about getting things done.